Bonnie Blue has allegedly been arrested. Now, this is absolutely huge news coming out, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, damn. Because obviously the video looks completely legit. It looks as if she's getting patted down by officers and taken away in a police car. And after many, many months of people saying, well, she should probably be arrested for some of the things that she's doing, especially with the quote-unquote barely legal stuff, buying underage people alcohol and lots of other things. You know, people are very intrigued, but this is just one of few things that Bonnie Blue's done, and we'll get into the nitty-gritty because there may be a little bit more to these arrest claims than there seems to be on the surface, right? So, the first thing is Bonnie Blue went out in public, okay, and she starts talking to members of the public, right? She does these, like, street interviews, talks about, would you sleep with me, and all the rest of it. It's, like, cringe. It's typical TikTok content. It's what you'd expect to see from someone like Bonnie Blue at the time, right? But not everyone was a big fan. As she was interviewing one of the lads for her, interview, a woman comes up and basically pushes her in the back. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
How is it finding yourself a slot?
You're saying with Tommy Horton from Mighty Manors Boxing Academy. Guess what, Mighty Manors Boxing Academy?
So you probably might have missed that, but the woman comes up behind her, grabs the microphone and says, how does it feel to be a slag? Bonnie Blue, I don't know what she says before, Bonnie's then pushed in the back by this lass as she walks away. Is it the correct way to handle things? No, absolutely not. Does Bonnie Blue deserve it? Probably not, but ultimately, she's advocated for cheating of husbands and sons and partners and all the rest of it, and she's made some wild frigging claims recently, so you can see why people would probably get quite upset with the claims that have been made. But to really kind of hammer home this quote-unquote Schoolies idea that she has, right, she promotes this new video where she gets people dressed up as like kids in school to keep in keeping with her, barely legal trend. And it is odd, I must say. This is the video.
Morning, miss. Morning.
Morning, miss.
Morning, miss. Morning, miss. Morning, miss. Morning.
Morning, mummy.
Morning.
Morning, sir. I'm good. How are you?
Take your seats.
Can I take a seat on you?
I mean, it's cringe, isn't it? It's just really cringe. It's really like it's great for what it's set out to do, right? Which is upset people, cause rage bait, and it works in that sense because people look at this and are like, what on earth? And these videos, by the way, rack up millions of views across not just TikTok, but also Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It goes mega viral wherever she posts this stuff. And, like, the creativity is out there for sure. But obviously people start to question, is this actually, like, too far? How far is too far? Obviously, she loves the barely legal stuff. That's what really pushed her into the limelight to begin with. But how far is too far? How far is, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be involving, quote-unquote, obviously, they're probably grown adults, right? But, the whole school kid kind of theme and vibe, school vibe, is a bit odd. Anyway, moving on from this, she's also been accused of ruining a relationship. Now, you might recognise this person right here, right? She was the person that also claimed that Lily Phillips ruined her relationship when her partner slept with, or her dad slept with Lily Phillips and broke up their marriage or something like that. I don't know. I don't believe a word that this person says. I think she's just, chasing that bag. But, here's the claims that she's made recently.
Bonnie Blue ruined my relationship. So I came home today to find out that my partner of 7 years hasn't only been in Bonnie Blue's queue once, but twice. Apparently he was one of the 1,000 guys to have his way with her. I'm so heartbroken. Like, me and Bonnie are in the same industry. I would never do this to another woman. He had his own Bonnie Blue at home, yet he has to go and queue up with 1,000 other guys. I'm so sad.
Okay, so it's it is a bit odd. Do I believe this? No. And ultimately, if this was true, right? If this was true, who's queuing up not once but twice for Bonnie Blue? I think questions need to be asked, and I think if that is the case, you've dodged a bullet. Absolutely dodged a bullet. But obviously this takes us on to the talking point of the video, which is Bonnie Blue allegedly getting arrested, right? Now, this video circulated. It didn't come from her TikTok page. It just came out, right? Which obviously led to the, quote unquote validity of the video. But this was the video that started to go mega viral yesterday at the time of recording.
Right, just stop talking to each other for a minute until we work this out, okay? Right, what are you doing here today then? Right, okay. And whose vehicle is this? Okay, your vehicle. Right, okay. Right, well, she's going to be coming in. All the checks come back on the car. Yep. She's going to be out to the police station. We can't tell you any more details. We'll explain to her at the police station.
Right, so obviously that's what started to spark the controversy, and people were like, oh, she got arrested. And then there was also this of her getting pulled out of a building of some kind and then put into the back of a police car. So, people started to wonder, what's going on here? Well, is this actually true? Apparently, allegedly, absolutely not. This is just yet another publicity stunt. She's kind of, to the general consensus, obviously we can't say for absolute certain, but some people claim that they can. She seems to be playing up to this narrative of, barely legal stuff, finally getting caught for it kind of thing, right? So, the video I just showed you did get a community note, and the community note stated, this is not real, this is staged for engagement. Bonnie Blue, has not been arrested in the video. The police car she gets into is RO23HRM, which is used for filming. And then if you tap the link right here, you're taken to this tweet. So Bonnie Blue's not been arrested and all the rest of it. It's a TV prop car. So the car itself has no identification numbers on the side or roof, which would indicate the force the car is assigned to. Now, this exact car, right, with the exact same number plate, has been used multiple times across television. It is a prop police car for the sake of engagement, right? And it's on a Facebook page here, police car for hire in the UK, police car, and this comes as, for those who need further proof, RO23HRM is owned by Police Car Hire UK, operated by the Blue Light Emergency Group. The Toyota Corolla in question can be seen multiple times on the post on their page. They specialise in providing emergency service vehicles to TV/the film industry, and it's a police car for hire. And within their page, you can see the exact vehicle, which is this one right here, used multiple times. And on their post alone, it says, our vehicle are used for action vehicle companies in the UK in sub-hire basis, because we are the only company in the public sector emergency vehicles also used in the film and TV industry. Action vehicle companies have to add money onto make out of sub-hiring, so coming direct lowers the higher cost for you, as well as dealing directly with us, right? And there's the vehicle exactly in question. And again, these are today's jobs. 20% of our fleet is now hybrid and electric vehicles, making clean around for our crew to enjoy. The only company to access the public sector vehicle ready vehicles, genuine uniforms and equipment all in one place. Unbeatable prices will not match any other genuine quote. And then the police cars are obviously lined up there. So that basically poo-poos all over the theory that Bonnie Blue was actually arrested. It turns out it was just a stunt, allegedly, for engagement, which is something that we've seen before. I'm sure this probably does not come as a surprise to absolutely anyone, because, ultimately, like, who genuinely believes that Bonnie Blue got arrested and there's no details about it? But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.